Hey everyone, it's your girl Shantae Verde. So today we're talking about constantly being triggered. I'm gonna go over 4 common mistakes to avoid. Let's jump right into it. All right, welcome back. So let's break down a trigger. What is a trigger? A trigger is something that sets off a memory or a flashback of a traumatic event or painful experience that you went through. So the number one common mistake to avoid is not identifying that trigger. When you don't identify the trigger, it goes undetected, unrecognized. And then the cycle repeats over and over again. One tip to help you identify the trigger is to pay attention to your senses. Each person's trigger is going to be different. For example, it could be smell of a certain type of cologne. It could be a news story that comes on the TV. It could actually be seeing that particular person that caused the traumatic event or painful experience. The number 2 common mistake to avoid is not giving yourself space. When you do not give yourself space, then you're in a reactionary mode versus an action mode. And what can happen is that you can say or do things out of frustrations. Here's a tip. There's going to be 2 ways to give yourself space. One is an indirect way. An indirect way to give yourself space would be to excuse yourself to the restroom. Or you can let that person know, let me check my schedule, I'll get back to you. A direct way to give yourself space could be saying, I need to take a break. We can reconvene at another time. Or you could say something like, I need space to collect my thoughts. The number 3 common mistake to avoid is not shifting your emotional or physical state. When you don't shift your emotional or physical state, it further prolongs that reactionary mode that was established by not giving yourself space. By it further stretching out your reactionary mode, it further puts you in a state of frustration, which can lead to rage. Here's a tip. Some things that you can do to help shift your emotional or physical state could be meditation, breathing techniques, or even physical exercise. The number 4 common mistake to avoid is not dealing with the situation. Not dealing with the situation restarts the trigger process all over again, leading to an endless cycle that does not want to be broken. And then you start from the beginning. Not dealing with the situation can lead to loneliness, further frustrations. It can even lead to the trauma controlling your life. But here's a tip that you can do. You can actually start dealing with the situation like by having a conversation or actually taking action, such as legal action, filing a police report, filing a court order. Those are some things that you can do that will help deal with the situation to break you out of that cycle. Today I brought you some common mistakes to avoid when you're constantly being triggered. If you enjoy this information, please stay tuned for more great tips and great advice. Until next time, I'll see you later.